1, the hand that feeds. Yay, more dog puns! Good gracious, the hour hand, it's missing. Yep, I'm afraid so. It was reported to us this morning. So that's what this is all about? One of the hands from the clock tower's been stolen? Unbelievable, isn't it? We've got to catch the hooligan who did it and get back quick smart. And there are 4 clock faces on the Elizabeth Tower, aren't there? Even if this 1 hour hand is missing, the other 3 faces will still show the correct time, surely. Shirley's like, what? That's right. I mean, certainly it may be a little inconvenient, perhaps, but to describe this as affecting all of Britain? Maybe in, like, the cardinal direction that face of the clock is facing? Blurp. Blurp. Isn't that rather an exaggeration? Yeah, my better half said the same thing, but it's much worse than a bit of inconvenience not knowing the right time. The problem is we're due a visit tomorrow from Ambassador Fudufafa. Oh yes, I remember reading about it in the Times. It's the anniversary of the Treaty of Rome, isn't it? But what does that have to do with the Elizabeth Tower? The ambassador is going to be received at venue inside of the Houses of Parliament in Big Ben. And as a symbol of the timeless friendship and cooperation between our 2 lands, they planned on giving him a present. A pendant modeled on the ends of Big Ben. Oh dear. Yeah, so you can only imagine that the conversation is going to turn to the subject of the clock tower at some point, and it's not going to look too clever if the very ends the pendant is modeled on have been affinched by some low-life scoundrel that the Met can't catch. Jeez! His accent is hard to read and verbalize in good old regular American English. Here we go. Obviously, it'll be plastered all over the foreign press as well. It's a bloomin' disgrace is what it is. I see, so that's why we're intent on tracking down the culprit and recovering the missing hand before tomorrow's engagement. Exactly. We really need your help on this one, Kat. Of course, I'll do everything I can. Our national pride is at stake here, as you say. Well, that's a relief. I was worried you'd turn me down. Obviously, Scotland Yard will be carrying on with its investigations at the same time. It's all hands on deck. More puns. I've got officers scouring the area around the tower, so you can ask them if they've got any leads. Leave it to me, Inspector. We'll get started at once. Gosh, miss, that's so rousing when you take the bull by the horns like this. Oh, no. Wait a minute. What now? Well, this is our first case. Since the establishment of the Layton Detective Agency, I'd better show you the ropes. Let me explain. Oh yes, please do, Miss Layton. Heart, heart, heart. And then there's a little mini tutorial. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yep, we're gonna have to look over and find coins. All the coins. Corns everywhere. And last time I played through this game, I got every single one. So I may not do that for this one, just enough to get hints. Anyway, we talk to everyone, we look at everything, we see what everything is because we are detectives, damn it. We are professionals. Yep. Okay, so this is a bit harder to do than when I'm playing on my Switch with the screen right in front of me. Pardon me. Ridley just jumped down and he got tangled in my headphones. Give me a minute. I should have put him down before this. All right, here we are. So as you can see, there is kind of like a 3D type view here. Things in the foreground and the background. There's people everywhere, but only certain ones you can talk to. And you can tell when you can talk to them because they'll have an exclamation mark or, you know, your little magnifying glass will light up orange. And there it is, our first hint corn. A corn of hints. Just a touch of corn. Golly. A little corn drop down. I'm gonna call them corns, and I don't care. Just gotta stick with tradition. Yes, that's a hint corn. They can buy you. They can buy you hints when you're solving puzzles. Of course, like real money, once you spend them, they're gone. You'll find them hidden everywhere. So they're like CORN-oks, basically. CORN-oks? CORN-oks? No, okay, that's too much. They're shy little creatures. Come on, cat, what are you dawdling here for, eh? The case, woman, the case! Now, Inspector, less haste, more speed. Work smarter, not harder. Teaching Grandma to suck eggs, aren't ya? What? Let's go over the most important items. All right, and then she's gonna show us all like our start screen and everything. Cat's journal has notes about our investigation so far. You can save on the little sleepy doggo. Puzzle index, you can go back and look at puzzles. Daily puzzles, this is awesome because it uses your Switch's real time. Every time you log back in, you get new puzzles. It's awesome. That's definitely one of my favorite things in the game. In the wardrobe! See, I told you we are gonna play dress up, and I cannot wait to show you the outfits. Oh, blimey, you got enough of my bag of yours, cat. Yeah, it's like Mary Poppins' bag, you know? It's just like you pull out everything. I bet like the whole arm, the whole missing piece from Big Ben is just in there. She just keeps pulling it out. That's how it works. Ever heard of tidying? It's this crazy idea where you actually get rid of stuff you don't need. Cheryl is on her about being dirty, and messy this whole game. Oh, it's perfectly fine as it is. The trick with any handbag is to know where to find everything and what you use when. Exactly. It's an organized mess, as you will. Good, that's covered the fundamentals. Clocks are awfully high off the ground, though, aren't they? Then you must zoom in, Ernest. Zoom in, miss? How do you do that? Blur, blur, blur. Okay, more tutorial. And that's when the magnifying glass turns blue, you know that you can see more. Very naughty. Okay, let's go check, see what we can find. There's our zoom in indication. And what do we got here? It's a surprised magnifying glass. It's true, the shorthand really is missing. But of course the other clock faces all have both hands. Yeah, it's only on the one side that the short end's been taken. The other three are unaffected. Oh, so it's just one shorthand that we're looking for? Even a shorthand from one of the clocks on Big Ben Tower would be a very sizable object, not something that would disappear easily. Obviously, we've searched all around the clock face as well as the base of the tower. But that end's just disappeared into thin air. This is turning into a very intense case indeed. A quarter of London doesn't know what time it is and you call it interesting? We should start by stepping back and looking at the bigger picture again. So zoom out and just press B. 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 Where do we start, Miss Layton? Well, time is of the essence. We have to solve this before Ambassador Fodufafa arrives tomorrow. I hope I'm saying that completely wrong. Even if it's right, it's hilarious. Let's begin by asking Inspector Hastings' team what they've learned so far. That's right. Why do you work yourself when you can get someone else to do it for you? Says the dog. Nonsense, Cheryl. We can't afford to duplicate effort, that's all. Of course. Come along then, you two. No time to lose. Coming, miss. All right, so as you can see, we can look And the little glass will turn orange when there's stuff to look at and stuff to find and people to talk to. So it's good to just look at everything, honestly. Also, there are a lot of dog puns hidden around. It's awesome. Another fine day, perfect for taking the dog for a walk, if not for this case.
Good-looking tree, nice trunk. Could be useful for something.
I bet there's some serious yapping inside that building. I just love reading all the things that he says. He's so funny. He makes this game. He makes this game. What's this? What do we got here? What do we got? Oh, a corn! Inspector Hastings, can you summarize what you found out so far?
Not a fat load, really.
There was a bobby on the beat here last night who confirmed nothing but was a miss at 11:50. It wasn't until 6 this morning that we got a report from the stunned local who happened to glance at the clock. He came to confirm the report straight away and found it to be true. The hour end was well and truly gone. So at 11:50 last night, the clock was fine, but at 6 this morning, the hand was missing. So we're looking at a window of about 6 hours.
That's about the size of it, yep.
And wasn't there anybody else who looked at the clock tower in the 6-hour window?
We're looking into that now. I've got officers asking locals if they saw anything.
Well, there must be someone who looked at the clock at that time.
No doubt, if we went door to door, we could find some witnesses. We just don't have that kind of time.
So we just have to manage with what we know already, you mean?
Pretty much. And those hands are massive. It would have taken someone a fair old while to make off with it, that's for sure.
6 hours. Oh, wait, where does this go? Why am I stupid? Wait. Tinner! Look how good I am at solving puzzles, guys. We found a hint. And as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces that we're going to gather. As soon as you get all 6 of them, that's when you can solve the case. But until then, we're going to be solving puzzles, collecting coins, getting hints from people. There we go. We just use our sleuthing skills and we find out hints. So right now, according to Inspector Hastings, the clock hand must have been stolen in a roughly 6-hour window. Okay, let's see if anyone has any more information. Hello, general public. I have a dog. Come talk to me. That's how you find stuff out. You take your cute doggo with you, and then people will approach you, and that's how you find out what you need to find out from the public. Okay, so as you can see, there are 2 magnifying glasses here. That means we have to interview 2 people, and the only 2 new people here are these guys. Douglas Dirt. Top of the morning to you. Got a minute to answer a few questions? Oh, all right. I'm investigating the extraordinary disappearance of the little end of Big Ben, see? So did either of you happen to see anything around these parts last night? Such as, for instance, a person or persons transporting a large hand-like object? Gosh, he gets straight to the point, doesn't he? He's asking the very questions I was about to ask him. Oh, where's me manners, eh? Sorry, I'm Douglas Dirt. Wait, what was the voice I just gave him? There's so many voices. Everyone calls me Doug. I'm a reporter with the London Times, see? Okay, that's better. That's like a good nerd voice. I'm a reporter with the London Times, see? Are you readers at all? Oh, I'll say, personally, I think the London Times is the best paper in the city. You're too kind, lad, although I do make it my mission to dig up the most dirtiest of dirt and cover the most unsavory of suits. And at present, as I mentioned aforementionedly, I am investigating the disappearance of Big Ben's hand. As it happens, we're investigating the same thing. Perhaps you might share anything you've learned? Sorry, anything you say? Well, there's a turn up for the books. You don't look like detectives, I must say. Excuse me, I have a detective's top hat. Oh. If I had to guess, I'd have pegged you as a young couple out walking your lovely dog on this delightful morning. Well, I am a detective. Haven't you ever heard of the Layton Detective Agency?
Layton, I know the famous Professor Layton, of course, but I didn't realize he had an agency or people in his employ. Always nice to have signed up with a complete unknown. Really inspires confidence.
Oh, what a blow. Mind you, I didn't really expect any different. Don't worry, Miss Layton. You'll be famous soon enough. I'm quite certain of that.
Anyway, as it happens, I was at the office all evening yesterday, penning my latest article. I did not observe Big Ben at all, and I'm afraid to say that my own investigating just is getting underway. I have nothing to impart on this present time.
I see. Well, thank you anyway. I wish you all the very...
Oh, wait, wrong person. Blurp.
Eh.
I wish you all the very best with your ongoing investigative activities, of course.
Likewise, sir. Good luck with yours.
Handicap for iconic Big Ben. Petty crime and international conspiracy? Oh, alarm bells ring across Britain. Stories like these write themselves, eh? Yeah, my friends, it's gonna be a smasher. It certainly is. If we didn't solve this before the story breaks, there'll be all kinds of repercussions.
You're right. We must press on with our investigation. All right. Now this guy... Wait.
Stashin' Scarfin.
He must be German. What's a German voice?
Stashin' Scarfin.
Well, I'm not even gonna try.
How's it been going? Blurp.
Well, how long's it been, would you say? How long? I'm sorry, do we know each other? I'm fairly sure I've never met you before, sir. But he might have met my, air quotes, dad? Know each other? In a way, yes. In a way, no.
I think a scarf's too tight.
People are like leaves, washed along the river, sometimes meeting, sometimes parting. You've rather lost me, I'm afraid. Don't suppose you noticed anything about the Elizabeth Tower last night, did you? I was already dreaming sweetly by nightfall yesterday. You're an early sleeper, are you? So you wouldn't have seen anything.
Is this all you wanted? I tell you what, how about a little puzzle to occupy the mind?
I say, a puzzle? The world is full of puzzles, Ernest. Sometimes during the course of investigation, people do come out with puzzles for you to solve. It's all part of the process. So let's see what sort of puzzles we're dealing with here. Puzzle 2! The Hands of Time. Now we have a more difficult puzzle with 35 pickrets instead of the old 20 that we started out with. Okay, so the clock's currently showing the time is 3:30. It would be nice if the hands of the clock would show midnight. What would be the minimum number of places you need to touch on the clock to show the desired time? If you touch the minute hand, what does that mean, the minimum number of places you'd need to touch on the clock? Is this... Okay, this is the thing about puzzles in this game. It's like they are riddles because a lot of times they make you think outside of the box. So my first instinct is to say, like, should I turn the clock itself or should I turn the hands? Ooh. Okay, this is where I'm going to show you hints. So I have 13 coins. Let's unlock at least one. There's no need to touch the hands of the clock. Okay, so what I was thinking was initially wrong. Let's see. There's no need to open the front or take the clock apart. This is a time-related problem. Time will solve it. So 0 because the clock is going to say midnight at midnight anyway? Is that seriously the answer? All right, here we go. Here goes nothing.
This should do it, I think.
Yeah, we did it! See, trick questions. Trick questions, guys. This one thing this game has taught me is to always think of a different way than how you initially think of this. It's like, oh my gosh, these puzzles. Yep, you just gotta wait till midnight. Derp. Like, wow. Puzzle 2, the Hands of Time.
Very impressive. Let's hope you tackle all the puzzles you're going to face so convincingly.